As we're closing in on the final days of our trip, I thought I would just give you a view of the stuff that we see all the time when we're walking around, right? Mann Coffee is like 3 stores down there. We just came from there. There's the Ritz-Carlton right there. So we're just gonna walk and you guys can see what we see, or what we saw while we were here, the area that we were in. A lot of fancy stores in this area. There's a mall over here on the corner, this building that we're looking at right there. It's called SKP, and it is full of like high-end stores, like all of these. Like you see these stores, these are really high-end stores that you got here. That right there with the sign on it telling people where to go, that is actually a bar. That little cube is actually a bar. We hung out in there the other night. The kid that owns it, or runs it, whatever, the bar's name is Rally. You can see it on the little white sign there. But the kid that owns it or runs it is, he's like 26. And has done a lot of cycling in his time. See these high-end, very high-end stores. Very nice. And there's SKP. Kind of a high-end mall. Like a no-joke kind of thing. Like way too expensive for me. I walk in there and I know I'm out of place, because it's all Louis Vuitton and, you know, all this other junk that I pay 20 bucks for at Walmart. And these guys will pay hundreds of dollars for something because it's got a name on it. It's just ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, the walking tour. And I lost my wife. She's back here somewhere. I don't know what she's doing. She's looking for something. So yeah, you can see SKP is kind of a high-end, right? When you walk in there, you walk into what would probably be the equivalent of a Macy's or something like that when you walk in the cosmetics section. And downstairs there's a supermarket, like a high-end supermarket, like a Whole Foods kind of thing. And then up on other floors there's other things. You see the cabs lined up out here. Again, you can kind of get a glimpse inside the store. Everything's very nice, very shiny, like these. See, it's a store like that. Very, very high-end stuff, you know. There's car share. They have car share here. So you can get a little mini car for the day. Or maybe a couple hours, I don't know. I don't know what the signage says on it. So we're coming up on the main drag that we normally walk up and down on to get to the subway and whatnot. The subway will be off to the left. The hotel will be towards the right. The little restaurant areas, the little mom and pop restaurant shops that we like to eat at, where I get my dumplings and stuff, are off that way. You can see the subway station. See that blue sign? It's like underneath there. On the other side of the street there's another blue sign. That's the subway stop. That's Dawanglu Station. And there's the hotel. Right? So we're across the street. You can see it's just very busy all the time. Busy, 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 busy. The school is in the opposite direction. So when we hit the hotel, we have to continue walking to get to the school. You see, you got Bang & Olufsen, right? You got high-end something, high-end speakers, and normally Bang & Olufsen's known for speakers. And everybody's constantly beeping here. They're constantly beeping at something. I don't think it's... The beeping here is not the same way we use it at home. I've kind of come to find out that a lot of times it's they beep to let you know that they're behind you or they're coming up next to you or something like that. You can tell the difference because some of them beep like really long, like they'll hold their horn down. Those are like the more angry kind of American style beeping. Sometimes they'll just give you a little toot, and that's like to let you know, hey, I'm coming up on your side or something like that, especially if you're on a bike. So we're walking across the street, right? There's all the traffic, there's a bus. I don't know what this dude's gonna do, but I mean, they'll crawl right up on you, and the bikes don't stop, man. They'll just keep going. Even if they're not making the corner, they'll keep going. See, that lady just moved through a stoplight. So this is our normal corner. You go down up by the subway that way, and you make a right. That's that little restaurant alley where we get our dumplings and some of our mom and pop shop Chinese food. Real Chinese food, by the way, which nothing you eat at home, nothing that you eat in the States is anything like the Chinese food here. It's entirely different. It's designed for American palates and American taste, and the palate here and the taste here is entirely different. So yeah, and there's the hotel. All right. And you guys have already walked with me to the campus. See, there's a place over there, foot body massage. And they put a lot of things in strange places here. Like they'll put a restaurant on like the second and third floor of an office building. You know, the second floor will have a restaurant embedded in it somewhere. It's just different, and I guess it's, you know, at home they want to build a restaurant. They clear a plot of land and they build a new building and they put a restaurant in it. Or they buy a little section of a strip mall or something like that and they put a restaurant in it. Here, they stick a restaurant in any place to have space because their fire codes and stuff like that must be different here, so they can put stuff almost anywhere here. So yeah, this is the walk up to the hotel. You got a little driveway here that people can come in and out of. And there's the front stairs, and this is the side door. So we're gonna go up to the room and get some stuff and go back over to the campus. And this is the lobby. All right. So yeah. All right. So that was a bit of a walkabout. Just something to look at for today. Until then.